Okay, hi guys. I think for our last video I got confused with the number. This is part 5, I think. Last was part 4, I thought part 5 is that. So yeah, this is part 5 here. So yeah, I just wanted to continue with the video where I'm talking about truth be told. So truth be told is the truth of my spiritual awakening and what happened with that, and then what is going on in this whole thing of I mean, related to my life, I've told like what went on in my things and what I'm going through, and then probably later on in videos where I just wanted to bring in the messages in terms of like what all things that need to be worked on. I mean, like few things like that perspective. I don't want to put everything, but today will be. I wanted to release these videos because I don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. But then today I thought that first thing has to go, and I just wanted these some of the people who are supposed to be known very well. They should be in the limelight now, okay, which is what they were craving for. So I'm just helping them become famous, okay. So so yeah, here you go. So it's not like in any it's like I just couldn't believe things like this they could push you to this extent, and because they don't care about anyone but themselves. So I wanted to show when I care about everybody else. So, and I'm including them, which they wanted to be famous. So I'm just putting it that way. So yeah, that's the reason. So, and yeah, so I was like telling about I committed suicide, and then what happened? The next day morning, I'm just looking at the phone, and then till that time, several times here, nobody has come to my. Like I thought by then in the morning, he was telling. No, I just checked the previous night. Where are you or something? He said, I'm in a hometown somewhere. He was saying, but then the photo came. Looked like he was locally playing with some there, like those kind of. It was like hurtful ways of doing things, and I finally decided I'll not do. And then he's telling I'm in his hometown. He's in his hometown somewhere. Okay. Then I was like, okay, whatever. Then I said, okay. Anyways, I sent him a mail whenever you want to watch it, watch it. It was Monday morning I think it was Monday morning, Sunday, or I don't know, it's Saturday morning or Monday morning. Yeah. Saturday night I did, and Monday morning he was here or something. And just when I opened the phone, he's there. He's like, he kind of just immediately texts me, hey, hi. I'm like what? How? I mean, exactly when I just opened, immediately, hi. I'm like, it was just kind of quite confusing. I said, okay, hi. And oh, I was waiting. I was just checking. I just saw your mail. And he was like, oh, I said, okay, okay, I'm sorry. I thought maybe you would have got nervous, right? Someone writes a final mail and sending and this and what to expect in the, like something like that. No, then I felt like, oh God, what did I try to do and things like that. And then I'm just thinking maybe he's just normally he'll never come back from home that quickly anything. So I was thinking, okay, maybe he's from his home place or where he's there. But then yesterday photo from my intuition, I thought he's doing somewhere, playing somewhere new. And so I was thinking, okay, I said he's just going to act as if he's not somewhere far away or something. And he said, do you need a hug? It's like, this was one of the things. I'm like, what? What? I said, I'm right in front of. I was like shocked because the timing I'm waking up, and the minute it goes like he's texting me exactly when I went into your WhatsApp. That exactly is just coming. That's coincidence. And then on top of that, what he does is like he comes and gives me. He's exactly at the gate when I'm just thinking, okay, just 1 minute. Oh, I'm thinking, till that day, he has never come to my house. Okay, till that day. There's 20, 15, 20 times before I've gone to his place to bring him back. That specific day, he's right time there. And I'm like shocked one side. And so finally, when I'm dead, he's kind of made an attempt to finally come, or it was an attempt to check everything, whatever was there was kind of, no, he wanted to make it sure that there's nothing, anything putting for like having him as a case or whatever. I don't know what happened. Also, I just don't know. I just don't know, sir. So because the door was opened, yes, I hope he was outside, but I don't know if he has come inside. And yeah, and on top of that, that's another thing. And so this was an incident, and I kind of reconciled. I just didn't want to make it too much of a thing, but I was in my mind. It was, why is he come? That specific day he was there. I'm like, okay, fine, some coincidence. He's always been like kind of. That's where it is mystery for me all the time. Some other things are mystery, and I don't know which one to like, whether to think too much or shall I leave it. And then I just kind of ignore it, and I just was happy because after a long time we met, and like this same guy, I was like forgetting, and then everything was okay, back to normal, try, and then which lasts for like few days only. So, and then that time I used to say that, see, every time I used to complain, I used to, whenever he comes, he says, I feel like something is going creeping here and there and things like that. I don't know what is that, man. He'll say, oh, okay, is it so? Is it so? And then what he does is, sometimes what happened, it's like, for example, it's here. No, come on, man. For example, it'll be like some kind of odd figures, okay? It's just like, for example, it'll be just creeping like, say, for example, if it's like this, some kind of, say, it'll like slowly move here, say something like that. Okay, just you feel like that. It is not like heavy. It's like kind of, how do I say? I don't know. It's like a sponge ball going on top like that kind of things. It can go here inside your stomach. It goes up and down, and I'm like not able to make sense. I'm thinking, is this kind of ghost or what? I don't know. And because I used to put that music to wait away negative energies, this and that, and I was thinking, okay, something, we did we bring in something or, and, but what happened once I suddenly kind of I felt like something moving, yeah, and in his eyes it's like he's looking exactly there, and I observe a lot, okay, the people, and once I then at the back it keeps jumping from something going up, and his eyes will come from, and then he's like, okay, I'm like wondering, are you seeing it? Like, are you seeing it? And then I'm not able to see, but I can feel it. Are you seeing kind of, it's, I was telling it for so many days, my problem, this is happening, what is this, what is that? I don't know, man, what is that? He's like, oh, okay. And he comes and goes and everything. There was like something going on. And then after that only, then suddenly when I saw this eye movement, then only I just realized, okay, this is something else to do with. So then I realized he's able to see something, which means, what do I say? He's able to kind of see the moment there's something there, right? It's like for real. It's not like I am imagining or anything. Now I don't know what is that also. Kind of kept it like that. Then the black magic stuff comes. The black magic started telling, oh, this and that. They were starting talking about. I just can't, because I've seen some videos of like over the past about haunting videos, like in Discovery Channel. Those channels, they used to have a haunting. That was the scariest one. Of if they show a ghost, I'll watch like this and then close. I'll be like that kind of guy. And to process this, I didn't want to process this as any ghost, but I thought something creepy, just leave it, because it was just coming at night time. Sometimes I used to, because most of the night I didn't sleep after that. I was just awake and sitting and doing things, and it used to come to, and it just like goes all over your places, wherever it will be going inside your stomach. It just had nothing. It was literally like you were like one wall for it. Okay, I mean like a empty space in your body. Think about that. And it comes in various shapes, forms, whatever is it. I am not able to see anything. I'm not getting any information. What is it? And then the black magic starts. They're saying they put magic on you. There's like love magic, sex magic. I'm like, what? What is this all about? Like magic was like, okay, love magic. What is love magic now? What about sex magic? I'm like, kind of, I was scared if they put magic means like, I have seen in some cases in India, in our family itself, they said that people who had done black magic, and the effect was so bad actually. And suddenly I'm trying to, there was like, this information was percolating to me, like, but I knew he was gossiping about me and things like that. to that extent, but I never knew that it could be like a point where he could well into because I showed him about I used to tell about manifestation. I used to tell you also manifest. We used to do moon ritual. I will tell, he'll write, I'll tell what you want, you write, and that is the level we have done. Okay, and also to let go of all your old emotions, and I used to do that is what I've done too. Now apart from that, I don't know why, I don't know about anything. Then they suddenly started saying that, oh, there's a few beautiful readers. Chenik is there, and High Priestess Daisy. Who is that? I got Frequency Phoenix. Like amazing readers. Okay, I mean, I will have to thank them for like, right, and I just don't know. They were like, oh, they just like literally tell who's doing back magic on you. There'll be like readings like that. And I'm like, why is this video popping on? That's how our spirit guides or someone who's going to give us information saying, watch this, this is happening. Because I'm not listening to them that well because I'm a little bit, yeah, is this intuition or not? Like kind of things. I was not clear on it. And then they kind of give you that information. Then I just go into, oh, this is your AX. Looks like your AX. I'm like, okay, what it does? Oh, first I was like, they said like he likes to, kind of like he likes you or whatever, he wants you to be liking him, like to kind of get my attention, like that kind of a thing. And a few things I started observing, and then okay, oh, is it something like that? And then I was not so. Then they said like you can do a candle thing to return such things so you're protected. Kind of, I was not taking it that bad. But at that time, I didn't suspect anything else, thinking everything else happened for a reason as part of my spiritual awakening. I had to go through that level of all the failures, everything, and I came to this point. And the minute I was like Shenik and all those leaders, and all, I used to watch that they will tell me about how many like is he cheating or is he doing that, this and that. You get to know how who's plotting against you, kind of how people are talking about you, and all this gossip. What is a gossip about? I used to kind of know all these things. Like it was to, so kind of. That part was okay. I after a point when I was growing, I started becoming more and more mature in terms of handling people, like cut them off, and not to give too much of like attention to people like who are not going to respect you, or like who don't know you much. Means, oh, why would you give? Previously I used to be very much bothered about all others. Oh my god, what they're doing, what they, even now today I just took like I haven't really kind of I was not in a good place like last 2 3 days. It was too horrible. I'll come to that. And then I'm just like, if you see, I'm a little tired in terms of what I look at, but I have some energy to speak because this is my, I don't know what day it is, but it has to go today. I want to get it out no matter what, whether when people watch it or not. So everything the readers say, as like the other side of it is happening to me, okay, because I'm facing the impact of it. So if anybody has any kind of questions like, oh, would they do like this, if there is a question like this, I said I am the victim of all that. Okay, so first I was thinking they were doing some basic magic like that. After that only, then slowly I started to get to know like what happened, like this no, from Daisy, she just kind of, she's done a PhD, I think. I think so. She gives very good information where the information is all about what all different ways you can they do magic. I then realized the whole thing was my ex and his the comic. There's one comic who was okay. He was from like African origin or something, and with this coven, like there were like a group of friends who were mixed of all people. I think so. I don't know about too much about that. I don't want to. There were a couple of guys along with them, where they have kind of known. So they kind of started observing what happens. See, when I raise, I was doing my work and things, I'll raise in my vibration. That is the key thing. Letting go all the unwanted things and healing yourself and dealing with all those shadow work and things, then you're becoming more and more stronger personality, and you kind of that's how you kind of heal generational curses, healing, wounding, whatever has happened in childhood, and everything you deal to become a better, strong human being and to be one and a divine kind of a at that level, like you become a proper divine personality, would say like that. So you can, so that's what we were going towards. That's a journey, and then once we come to that point, we become teachers for others to help others also ascend and make this place like a good a place to live. No, so and then suddenly I kind of also then started knowing more about like origins of the earth. Okay, like how did and it was not like this Adam Eve or just that one thing about like what were the races here and what are all is there, what other organisms, or they were we were getting many things about it. Okay, and I started getting more and more like information in YouTube or through Gaia TVs. There's like lots of information. So there are like 5, 6 bloodlines of people who are on Earth, and like including then only I saw they are involved in dark magic and black magic and things like that. The black magic is what they were saying. They are sending entities. They said entities. What for? I was not sure. Entity sounded like entity was okay. That something's then I know. Oh, they are taking all your energy. I said, okay, energy. I was not keen on energy that till that time. I knew. See, Reiki healing I was doing, so I thought that's a special thing you get. But our own energy, we are end of the day energy body, right? Like if you see the it looks like a thick skin or anything. I mean, skin is there. We have a flesh. But end of the day, if you go to the lowest, tiniest thing is like a electron, neutron, proton, like that. It will be to that atom level, right? So, and what happens is like finally it is all energy movement, right? We are all like energy, all put together, right? So we are energy bodies. So that is what a key thing that we need to look at. And some of us naturally kind of have some energy flowing through us, and because our chakras, we don't concentrate too much on chakras and all, because unless your chakras are aligned, you won't have the proper flow of energy. So if you're generally the lower 3 chakras only are active, so we kind of work within that 3 chakras. So and whatever energy we get, we generate, and we if not we that's where we have so many problems and health problems issues, because we don't look at anything from a energy point of view. But then only I know there were like people who sometimes have these lower 3 not even working properly, okay, for some reason or the other. And then is if your lower 3 also not working, you can't even get any basic energy. So they are like can't even generate energy. Whatever they do, it's like a big hollow thing, okay, and they can't generate energy. Once you can't generate energy, is what you do. You have to go get it right, like so they that's where he was also in that case. Okay, my ex was having that. Then only I realized, okay, whenever he comes, it's like you draining your energy. Means like he used to touch my back. Okay, he used to like kind of rub my back whenever, and I just felt like drained, like it'll go off like that. You know, I didn't know he was doing one. I thought he out of what to say, love, we used to do that, no. And then I mean, the point of matter is I wanted to show these things, like just rubbing you, they start taking the energy, okay. And what happened, as I was working more and more and clearing my thing, my energy becomes more and more clear and high vibrational, and it'll be like more from drinking water to drinking honey, like that. I'm saying that level of transition will be there. Like I'm just not saying the comparison. It'll be like that. You understood what I mean? It'll be like for them it's like kind of very high vibrational, and I makes them, gives them that play. But who knew that? See, energy again is my energy means it will align with my characteristics. Whatever I do is my energy. It is all working according to my thing. Okay, I can, for example, I am talking like this, I'm acting like this, everything. So the energy underlying is energy, Now, when you take my energy and do, just going to use it, then it's going to show my features also, like will be there. Okay, it's kind of imitating if you really observe. But what happens? They for some people take it from different people, so it mix and matches, and it'll mix their all personalities and give them together. Okay, you understood what I'm saying? If you're having multiple sources of for the energy, then you kind of have the traits of many people, so you can't really identify. If you have one would be your main target, then you can really see a replica of that person, kind of, you can see. Okay, because you're just taking that energy and then running with it. Okay, and I am then realizing, okay, yeah, and then the energy draining. I really understood. Okay, this is why energy was draining. Okay, and then it starts like they said, okay, oh no, no. We talk about dealing with what they say. They put the spells to bring down, to stop your work, to stop your income, to stop your house, be living in the house. Didn't I thought I decided. It is like it gives you a thing saying that, see, once they put the magic, it is an entity. They call in an entity. When you do a black magic, so I've learned about this. Daisy will be the best. Daisy, I always have to. It is her channel. She's the master. From her, what I understood, I will tell you. And please do visit professional high priestess. Okay, if you really want to know in depth things like that, whatever happened to me is in our channel. Okay, you just, if you want, go there. I would always refer to you people. Many people can't even understand, wow, is this really can happen? Yes, everything was in my life. Okay, so once they do that, what happens, it's an entity. They call in an entity. Okay, they kind of have a ritual and all. It seems I've learned that later on to know what the hell is going on. So they kind of call it a ritual, and it's like what happens when I'm growing as spiritually. I'm now trying to get into the light and to reaching to God, and getting like these readings and all I do is like from that is spiritual. Like spiritual means gifted by God. You understood? It's not like I'm calling something dark forces to help me, because I can't do this without the help of God. If God is there, everything I can do. Okay, there's no need for magic to call. But we just call for like for example some candle magic and things, and you need especially quickly, sometimes you are allowed to do, but you have to do carefully what you're doing. And so I was like suddenly getting information too, but then whenever he comes, he never acknowledges anything, he doesn't say anything. But then I kind of, it was like quite a contradictory thing for me to think, is he going to do this against me? But he was the one who came and smiling, everything okay, are you okay, this one, and then next minute it's like he's the one who's been like doing, laughing at me behind the scenes, everything. One can't, you can't just make sense of it. Is how he was so good at cooking, having food, and together, everything smiling, everything was fake. I was like, oh God. Then I'm like, okay, then the magic starts. So that's where they started like playing with magic, which was influenced by the person who he was. So he was done some candle level magic of some basic magic, but then came the real supposed to be a person who was introduced, who came into, he was there before or after, I don't know when these secrets, I am not bothered much, but that came and opened the next level of black magic. Okay, and in the meantime, I'm learning. I was trying to understand why would one person be so like abusive and things like that. And then I got to know that they wounded in some part of their life and things like that. I was just kind of understanding. One side I was understanding, okay, people are wounded in the childhood or some part of their life they were wounded, and that they are not able to work on it because that part they kind of not able to heal from that. I'm just thinking, okay, maybe we'll do, because I was the healing and I was doing all these things, and I was thinking maybe we'll do something we can do. I was thinking so many things. Okay, let me try and do this. So the more I kind of just try to, I was very curious, to tell the fact. I was very curious to know what would lead a person to be like that, because otherwise you will feel the most confident guy, kind of everything, but there is another part of him. It's like a young kid inside. So that is what they hide behind the mask, and they take features of others. They use the others thing and things. And I'm thinking, okay, but I wanted to help him in some way, because we are doing so much. Let me help him. I was thinking in that aspect. Can we do this way? This meditations all help you. But then for them, it's like I'm already perfect. Okay, they kind of come from that point of view. I'm already perfect. What are you talking about? Like that is what they look at, and whatever. So I kind of okay. Now the black magic is like for what? Why would you do that? then then I got to know that he's being manipulated. Like he's like, so when your friends are called and they are telling you to do this on this person, because or you can do this on this person and you will get all these things. You can get energy. You can send the entity. They will call an entity. Okay, they'll say, please whatever ritual they do. I'm not sure. They call that entity, and I mean that's if you call them, I don't know whether they do a man, I don't know, whatever. There was some English movie called Craft. In that you watched, they explain you what how a ritual is done and how they do it. That's how I got to know. Oh, this is a, and there is like they sacrifice some things, and to then the entity would come through, or a spirit, or whatever ways they can call. But this is all dark side, okay? Because God, we can't go to God and ask all these things. Okay, once you're divine, you wouldn't deal with all those things. That's period for me, as far as I know. You need not go touch it. Okay, there's a very good point. One of the pastors said that, like for example, Jesus. Once you have Jesus, there's nothing. God is the one who's the ruler of both underworld and all the things, right? God is everything. He's the ruler of all, both. If you want to go and dwell in the underworld, no, God doesn't know anything. No, God knows both light and dark, everything. He is the top. So that is, so why would you go when you are reaching to the God, when your life is going to be the God? For me, he was supposed to be a divine masculine. So I was trying to make him understand that God is waiting for you. Though you might have been exposed to something of dark side and doing all these things, you still can change to, like, you can work on and get into the side, because divine is there to help us. Like kind of, I was telling in my own way, but his perspective is different, and I appreciate and I respect that, and I'm not denying. But at the same time, how things have been influenced is the one who was with him. This is all bloodline war. End of the day, I learned that we are all going through a bloodline war. Okay, in the sense, like, some are gifted to have a spiritual growth, some kind of awaken or not in that state, and some people are completely barred because of the I mean ancestral history of how they dealt with people, or so many things are there. Okay, so where which bloodline you're coming from, so there is a kind of 4 5 bloodlines are there, and people outside this world also, there are other planets who have come here and us helping us in this earth ascension. Okay, and I'm not talking about all that now. There are so many other videos you can watch. I just don't want to touch that right now, but I'll tell later on. Now I'll keep it to the context of what's happening, and then now this entity is what is, like, it is a kind of, what is that, I will do this for you, you need to give me energy. Okay, so it's like a kind of, that is a transaction for it. So they kind of either sacrifice some kind of things, it seems, and what happens when you're opening doors like that, you're opening a vortex to, say for example, a particular thing you're opening. Okay, they calling in means which there is a door which opens, which you're opening to the right God, a light side or a dark side, because these people sometimes come from certain line of blood where they can't reach God, because they're barred spiritually. They're not allowed to have this and this. They kind of know that, and so what they do is go into the dark side, where the that is where the satanic things, principalities, and all start coming into it. Okay, and don't ask me too much about all that, but I've learned a little bit and dealt with it so much. So yeah, so when they start so they can be like demonic entities, different things they can call in, so many different things. Okay, and once the so Satan, he has his own network of people, like that is the demons which they call and help in case you're going for the underground. This is what happens. So what has happened is they when they so they can call love magic. If they call, it seems an entity come, and if they send this person, if they look at the photo or something, the energy ways they can transfer, because we are all, once we have some like physical things, if we think about that, there's an energy cord attached to us each other. Okay, so that way is what happens, it can transfer the entity can come from one person to the other. So when they say this person and look at this person, I think so that's how they call her. I don't know how they say the name, I don't know how they do it. Suddenly these people have started observing, looking at me. I'm really doing some work. Till the point of time they thought this guy is talking some crap, what he's talking about spiritual, nothing like that. Slowly they started seeing he's doing something, because I started building up my like I was preparing my base, no. And this fellow is going and starting talking about me and my all these things to the other friends. He's sharing all this information, which I had no idea he would do all that kind of thing. But he's been sharing to them, and what one of them, that fellow, has started to think in his twisted ways. That is what they are there, no? Who knew? Now that guy gives him an idea. Okay, you go and put a magic for. If you do this magic, he will be behind you. Like, I know he's talking about all this twin flames. He's telling that in this is crap. Like, whatever information I shared, he went and told him. That fellow made him feel like, no, 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 this fellow is doing some dark magic on you, so you be careful. Understood, no? As if I am the one who's doing black magic on my divine masculine, so be careful. Don't ever, don't go into. I have no idea about all these things happening. Little did I know that was the tactics followed by who? That guy. When someone is ready to call in a ritual, and you think you're the friends who are ready to put it on me, okay? Do you think they wouldn't put on each other? What stops them from calling it on each other? Are they that good friends? This they didn't think. He was a young one, no? They took him for a ride. So he was supposed to be he just needs approval from outside. Like, oh, you're the great, you're best in this, you're best in that, you'll do this, we'll do this crazy stuff, we'll do this. Oh, yes. Then what else? We'll do this magic, this we'll get, this power we'll get. Then when you're high and this one, no bars. You can do this. So that I was testing, what to say this, like a lab. They use the like a rat and all for testing. No, oh, this magic works on it. This magic works on it. This magic. I have the list of magic, the huge list of magic which was done on me. I was the thing. What to say? The word is. The ritual one. What they? I'm not able to get that word. It's like an offering. What's that? Like, I'm not sure, but it's like that. Okay, I was the one who, on whom the magic has been. So this magic very intricate. Okay, first is like just what they do is to send and make you feel. So that's why I was so much thinking about him. Love magic. When you put, you will keep on. You want to meet him, no matter what he does on you, anything. You want to go back to him. You'll ask sorry, and I was thinking. I didn't know that at that point of time, right? I was saying every time I used to go, every time think about him only, and then it's like he's equal to domination spell. It seems these are all things you should know, because this is how I was going through. So the domination spell is like it's like equivalent to love magic and things. But again, I'm telling you, this is courtesy. What's the name? Sorry, yeah. The professional high priestess. She's fantastic. I should watch her thing. Again and again, I'm telling you, mind blowing. Okay, and once again, thanks to her. If anybody is there, if watch her channel, it's like, and Shanique and all these people. Okay, there are many more there, but I'm just getting it right now and telling. So then you see that this entity. Okay, so what an entity does, it's like I said, no, those kind of. It's like an organism or what nature I don't want to see also sometimes. So as I was going on, I could see through the side peripheral, like this side of the view. I can then from here, if something creeps, I can see some like like a kind of creepy. I just like hate it. I just don't even like to acknowledge something like that. So I just kind of ignore it. Yeah, something is there and leave it. And it'll be creeping all over here, and oh god, I was like tortured. And whom to tell? If I tell anybody, like, oh, this guy is crazy one, he's spiritual and he's doing something, I think he's doing nonsense. They will start, no, I had to keep it quiet. And then only that entity will be coming to us. And then what it'll do, it's inside, it goes into your brain and then start like manipulating you. Thinking that this love, oh, you should love him. It's like kind of whatever he wants, it'll do to him. But it needs energy. So since I am having energy, it will start feeding on you. So, okay, this was okay until they all started like, wow, now we are superpowers. What he does, he did this on one after the other. Everybody he met, he starts doing that because it is a glamour spell. Glamour, oh my god, that is an amazing idea. So many spells are there. everything their glamour is like you like become the most attractive to anyone. You go anywhere, you'll be the attractive one. The more people look at you only, they are so obsessed about you. No matter you meet anywhere you go, you can just outshine that person. See, one thing is, naturally I don't really use too much of things, but later on when I started doing my spiritual work and things, I found out that we were like based on my quality. I used to get like my character. People get attracted in both ways. Not that just look wise. It is not in both the mix. I used to like, okay, people like me. But this one, what it does, it seems, if you don't like certain things of each other, it can give you a kind of it can change. Okay, it'll change your features also for the time being to as a magic. Okay, and then you'll be the most attractive because that entity will come into your brain, making you feel like, ah, he's the amazing one, he's the amazing one. This is the kind of the. So, but the key thing is you have to give the energy to that entity. Now, when we call in this entity, a door is open to the dark world, and are they have to have an idea. Do they know is this the one entity coming out of that, or are they conjuring and bringing out something else also comes out? Okay, because they are all in some underworld, dark world, but the minute you open a thing, they want to come and just start using people because they want energy. Anything they'll come. So where would these people know anything? So that was the first thing, which I don't know whether they've kept note of it. And once an entity comes into the room, it ruins your life, right? Once I said, if I had not got that entity, maybe we would have broken up. I would have gone back, and that's all. One time I would have met, and then next time go and get lost. I would have gotten over it. This is a ritual done now and then to re-emphasize. This is done like in all the people, so that all our kind of thinking about that person or that group. So now what happens for them? It's like ah, so many are thinking about me. I can use them, pick and choose. I can pick, choose. I can say no to him because I can put a spell and bring him back. I can do the most nastiest thing and then put a spell and bring him back. But they don't know why they're going back because they'll say, "Ah, I'm so sorry. It's okay. Everything's fine." My mind, I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh god, oh god. I'm like thinking my time, and it's in like, it's just like then what happened? I told you, under my feet there was two things, something coming inside my foot. Suddenly it comes, and then as I'm lying down, it starts like you'll fly. It'll fly and come, and then it'll land near my thing, and I can see the footsteps like on the bed, like creeping. I get scared. I'm thinking, what the hell is this coming? I had no idea what it was. All invisible. Yeah, and then I'm thinking, just listening here, and exactly when I till that time it's there. When I walk around and all, I can sense something little extra. I For a long time it has been happening to me. I even told my ex that there's something under my feet. There's something. I'm trying to take it out. It's not even coming. I'm just doing everything. No, and the minute I shut down, then it will be like a minute I close my eyes. Suddenly I can see like there are two things coming, like basically running towards me. I'm like, and then it's footstep also. I'm like, what the hell is this? And this is all happening every day, night, every single day. I and I'm trying to do it. I'm asking them, God, show me what is happening. Is this my imagination? Like am I going crazy? Like, because there's nothing I can see, but I can see something happening, and then it's like slowly. Then I can see it's coming into your head, and it's going into your head. What is this all about? And suddenly here in my stomach it feels so tight, and then my then something in my lower abdomen, I can feel something sucking on me or something. I'm like, and something like slithering things and all, so many things like a snake and all will be there. I'm like, oh God, what is all this? I had no clue, but I didn't want to give any kind of thought to it because I was going through it. I was just alone, and who tell? And this is when then only I got to know, because I thought sometimes when you do shadow work, you tend to see some ghostly figures or something, and sometimes when you don't do properly take care of the shadow, certain after a certain point in time, it automatically comes as one something on the behind, like an energy kind of things, because you have to do the shadow work. It will come as an energy. So and if you don't take properly care, it will work against you, kind of a thing. That is a concept of shadow working. So okay, I was thinking maybe that is what is happening, and I tried my shadow work, that is not going, and then later on I realized that okay, sometimes I felt like my energy, I was becoming lighter and lighter, and because previously we used to be dense, very thick, so you can't even know when the entity comes. We are all having entities running all around the place because we are low vibrational, we don't see them, feel them. But the more you work on yourself, become high vibrational, then you can see them moving in your energy core. Then only I realized, okay, so now the ones which are creeping was an entities, okay, and then I'm kind of suddenly sometimes in my energy field I feel like someone just like lying and like coming and putting it. Then I exactly felt like my ex. Some days it will be like hugging. Is this ghost or is this someone like that? And there are a few days when we feel sad and things, and suddenly he'll come like that. Then only I understood that he was, some days he used to think about me, and once when you think so much, you can energetically go and be on that person. Okay, like that it seems. I was like, okay, this sounds okay, and things. And it was like okay, or sometimes it was okay, and afterwards like I was not sure whether it was really love, that much love, or what else was there, I don't know. So then I think so that kind of things happen. Now these entities, what they do is like sometimes you get headache, you can feel tired, because now they are, what they have done is the next concept I understood was the whole concept of energy harvesting. Okay, and this soul energy, what I am thinking, that all they send the entities to get all the energy and they harvest. That is what going on from that day and those many months, that they have been sending every day night, go get the energy and come back. And this was done by whom? The gang. Why? Because they're all energy vampires, and they wanted energy, and they saw that I am one of them, and they drain out of this guy. He's supposed to have be a divine. It seems, I don't know about that, but then I don't know. Still, he's some kind of, I don't know who he's. That's what I will say, but I wish he was a divine thing. Okay, because they make him believe. The comics make him believe that we have to do this way only. But since he's an atheist, he will think, oh, maybe this is what life's all about, and he's open to all, and he has to match up to their expectations. No, oh, they're all telling we have. I have to be cool, cool in doing all this. When he thinks of me, what is he? What is he doing? He's from country like India. That was his attitude. Anyways, I'm telling you, I'll come to that point. The judgment of it all. Thinking from India, he's telling what nonsense he's doing. Yeah, why should we listen to him? And I mean, first of all, they thought this is a bullshit guy from nowhere. Nobody gave a damn to me. Okay, so with that, I'll end this video. Next video, I'll tell you about more interesting stuff. Okay, so see you in the next video, and please do share, as I'm saying in every video. At least this particular video, please do share, and I think this will kind of be helping people to start looking at what is spell work, what is happening, and there are going to be people. I'll just put some video link for another reader. Just have a look at that, because start analyzing what's going on around you and how things are there, or what is the real world. Okay, and I am a victim of it. Okay, I'm not talking from a point, this can happen, or it has happened on me. I was the scapegoat. I was the rat in the experimental lab. Okay, like that. I tested everything on me. Okay, so I'm here talking my first-hand experience of how I really understood, and luckily through different people's information I put together, and then finally I've come to this point where I can just give it out there and show you what this is all about and how this world exists, or I mean can operate also. Okay, so please do share as much with people as possible, so that people are aware and you don't fall in the same trap. And again, I'm saying, you guys, whoever watching, if you are going to be my ex, I don't care about it, but I'm going to, that's, you know very well, I you people have pushed it to the limit, and I am going to come to that main thing. But never, don't feel sorry, don't feel thing, and if you want to feel offended, I don't care about it, because you pushed me to the limit. And anyways, I told you that things would happen. Okay, so anyways, I'm not here to say anything, but I know you guys are here only, all are here. Okay, you won't believe, guys, they're here, all are like on Invisible Men. This is what that movie is. That Invisible Men. That is true only. And I can sense them. They will not be on the visible on the screen. That's the beauty. And I'll tell you more interesting facts on that. Sorry. Okay. See you in the next video, please.